This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, State Representative Tara Toohill gives her thoughts on a grand jury recommending criminal charges be brought against Pennsylvania's Attorney General. This is FYI for Friday. I'm Ken Kara. Thank you for watching on SSPTV or SSPTV.com. FYI told you yesterday that a grand jury has recommended criminal charges against State Attorney General Kathleen Kane. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, the panel concluded that Kane violated grand jury secrecy rules. Kane's attorneys say she has done nothing wrong. Today we asked State Representative Tara Toohill about the situation.
Are swearing in, and that right after that is when the grand jury made that recommendation. So it is a recommendation, and you never really know the politics of what went on there. My experience with her has been extremely positive. Senator Yudichak and myself, we were able to put in the budget a special amount of money, and Governor Corbett approved it, which was $1.6 million went to our Attorney General Mobile Crime Unit. And that was that traveling unit that goes around. And that was really an idea. I know Senator Yudichak was a huge part of even coming up with that concept. And we were so lucky with Chief DeAndrea's hard work that we were able to get that to come here to Hazleton, that was the first place. So we funded it. And then they came in and were sweeping out crime, and they come back from time to time and they do drug sweeps, and they get a lot of the bad actors out of this area.
Representative Toohill will join us next week to talk about her goals for her third term in office. The cold winter weather can wreak havoc on trees and power lines, leaving you in the dark. However, PPL Electric Utilities is making major upgrades to ensure the continued safe and reliable delivery of electricity. FYI's Janine Mazurkevich talked with PPL's Regional Affairs Director Melinda Stumpf to get the latest on this new smart grid technology.
PPL's goal is to provide reliable and safe power at all times. And so this smart grid technology will allow customers to have a much quicker response to an outage. So let's say a tree goes down. We have a high windstorm. In the old days, what would happen is the tree would come down, our crew would then go out and look at the repair. They would make a manual switch, and then they would make the repair. Okay. That would take about an hour, maybe 2 hours. With this new technology that we're putting in, we will actually be able to remotely reroute customers. So that would take about 1 or 2 minutes. And the majority of the customers on that outage will be back up in 1 to 2 minutes. And then our crew will go out and make the repair, and the rest of the customers will be repaired. Okay. So it's really about improving the amount of time that customers are without power and making sure we are supplying reliable power and safe power to our customers.
All right, so the customer's power goes out. Do they take the same measures as far as getting their power turned back on?
Yes, we still always want our customers to dial 1-800-DIAL-PPL. It's very important that they let us know that they have an outage, but in this case here, we will be able to remotely switch them over and get them up much more quicker.
Okay, this is only one of several things that PPL is doing to improve safety, to improve the time that power is turned back on. Talk about some of the other technology that PPL is partaking in.
That's correct. We at PPL are really dedicated to improving our system and improving reliability. So some of the other things that we're doing is we're doing additional tree trimming to make sure those trees don't come down on our lines. In addition, we are installing animal guards, and we're storm hardening our equipment, which means we're installing taller and stronger poles and lines so that we don't have outages, or so we can prevent as many outages as possible.
Stumpf says the new equipment has already improved reliability by 30% in the areas where it has been installed. Will Hazleton's budget dispute end tonight? A special meeting of Hazleton City Council is getting underway at this 5 o'clock hour. Council is expected to decide whether or not to override Mayor Joe Yanuzzi's recent veto of Council's 2015 budget. 4 votes are required for the override. For the latest developments on the city budget, go to standardspeaker.com. It's second Friday in downtown Hazleton, and here's my idea of a perfect Friday night. I would do boxing skills and drills for adults at the Hazleton YMYWCA, and then I would pick up one of the pizza specials at one of the great downtown pizzerias. That's just how I live my life. There's also a Glow Zumba class at Core Fitness, and the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts has dinner and a show featuring the musical 42nd Street. So come to downtown Hazleton right now and have some fun. Coming up next, the weather and a brand new Adopt Me segment from the Hazelton Animal Shelter. And in sports, Cougars, Comets, basketball, overtime, enough said. You're going to want to see this story. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
We're here at Celebrations at Sand Springs, and we're telling you all about why you should be having your wedding here in 2015, 2016, and heck, you're probably already planning for 2017. We have some testimonials every Friday here on FYI, and Jeff Speck joins me on the dance floor here at Celebrations, right?
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. He is a father of one of the brides that got married in 2014, right?
Yep, May 31st.
Okay, so how was your experience here?
Wonderful, wonderful. We fell in love with the celebrations room and just the whole surroundings. The patio area was beautiful. You know, when you think about celebrations and the room here, very bright, airy, no poles in the way of anybody, and it was a wonderful place to have a celebration. No bad room, no bad spaces to see, and everything was very visible, so it was a wonderful experience.
So Celebrations, the room itself was spacious.
Yep.
And a neutral environment, so you could decorate it as much as you want or just leave it be. Really?
Yeah, it's a very, very nice room, very open. Lights come through the windows, beautiful room, so.
Now, May 31st, you didn't have any problems with the weather.
Oh, fantastic,
Right?
Fantastic. It was very cool, beautiful, sunny, and perfect day.
How was the staff here?
Staff was wonderful. We first fell in love, obviously, with the grounds, but then we fell in love with the staff. You know, they kind of guided us. It was my daughter's first, our oldest daughter's first wedding, and our first wedding. And it was wonderful because we didn't know what we were going to experience, and the fact that they kind of guided us along, gave us recommendations, and there was no hidden costs. They kind of listed each item of what it would cost, and if it was over budget, we could take it out. If we wanted to, we could add something back in. So everything was kind of paid in installments along the way. And what was really nice was the fact that it was a worry-free day because it was all paid in advance.
So it was all fun, right?
Well, I would say it was a great experience, and there was no surprises.
Okay.
No
so what would you
surprises.
say to someone who's looking to get married and they are looking, at their budget, as you said, for some place that is a friendly environment and has a spacious atmosphere to really suit their needs for their wedding?
Well, I think this is a wonderful, wonderful place. The room is the nicest place in Luzerne County to have a wedding. The staff was wonderful. They directed us along the way. Like I said, there was no hidden surprises. We had a great, wonderful experience. For me, as the father of the bride, it was great to know that everything was up front. There was no surprises, and we really enjoyed the experience. And I can't say enough about how wonderful it was, really.
Very good. Well, I wish your daughter luck in her new marriage.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us here at Sand Springs. Again, we are doing some testimonials every Friday here on FYI. If you're getting married or looking to get married, or for any other function for that matter, stop by Sand Springs.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
You're looking at a few summer homes in NEPA for some birds. Hopefully they are all somewhere in the south right now because it's not fit for man nor beast outside. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 4. It will feel like -12, wind around 14 miles per hour. Here's your weekend forecast. On Saturday, sunny, we'll get up to 12 degrees, but it will feel like -14. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 9, wind chill of -1. Then on Sunday, partly sunny, enjoy the high temperature of 26. Sunday night, a chance of snow showers, low around 22. On Monday, as we start a new week, a chance of snow, high near 30. Monday night, It's cold. It's down to 15 degrees. Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a high near 22. And Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, low of 13. Weather on FYI is brought to you by the Pines Eatery and Spirits on Broad Street in downtown Hazelton. Tonight, happy hours from 5 to 7 p.m. and Double Shot Duo will be performing from 6 to 10 p.m. Come by and have a classic barbecue or try something new off of their amazing regular menu until 8 p.m. After that, enjoy their snack menu until 9 p.m. And buy lots of snacks if you hit the lottery. Here's your green screen midday Pennsylvania winning lottery numbers. The Daily 674, the Big Four 6828, Quinto 07318, and Treasure Hunt 6, 12, 26, 27, and 29. Sports is next, but here comes Adopt Me.
Hello again, and here I have with me Muggsy. Muggsy has been here about a week at the Hazelton Animal Shelter, and he is currently up for adoption. Much like all of our other dogs that are up for adoption, he's already neutered, up to date on all of his vaccines, including his rabies shot, and has been tested for heartworm and Lyme, and came up negative for both. Being a smaller dog as he is, he's not really fit to be outside for long periods in this weather. That's why we have a sweater on him to help keep him warm no matter where he goes. This little dog, whom we're calling Muggsy, was actually found just outside of the shelter, possibly abandoned, and was rescued by our staff. And although he's very affectionate once he gets to know you, he's a little bit nervous when he first meets you. And that's it for Muggsy. Let's have a look at our cats. And here with me I have Callie, so named for her beautiful calico pattern. Callie's a domestic short-hair calico, and she's also very friendly and affectionate with people. Callie here is up to date on all of her vaccinations, was tested and came up negative for both feline leukemia and FIV. She is also spayed. And as you can see, Callie's very people-oriented. She loves to be held and would probably do well in a home with or without other animals, seeing as how she gets along pretty well with the cats at the shelter here as well. Callie's more affectionate than playful, so given her inactive nature, she'd probably be a great cat for anybody who is familiar with cats, or even for an amateur looking to adopt their first one. So if anybody's interested in Callie or Muggsy or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, come on down to 101 North Poplar Street at the Hazelton Animal Shelter.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
I don't have to fill out a timesheet here at SSPTV. I have proof of all of my overtime. It's called Hazelton Area Boys Basketball. I started calling them the Zombie Cougars because they just don't go away. They just don't quit. I've been playing Resident Evil video games since 1997, and trust me, the zombies always come back. Last night, the Big HA went into the locker room at halftime, trailing rival Crestwood 38-22. But guess what? The Zombie Cougars came back, and they got a 68-66 overtime win over Crestwood that gives them a leg up in the fight for the Wyoming Valley Conference first half championship. Hazelton area head coach Mike Joseph says the Crestwood Comets were super ready to play and were riding a wave of confidence from knocking off the Cougars twice late last season to take the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I championship. The Comets' wave came down hard on the Cougars. In the second quarter, Crestwood's Cole Wasco had 14 points and 3 of his team's 5 three-pointers in the second frame as the Wood built a 38-22 halftime lead.
We tried to press, to their credit, they were very ready for the pressure. And they attacked it pretty well. But, did they make 5 or 6 threes in the first half? They were lights out. And, 2 of Wasco's shots had to be from 25, 26 feet. Our hope was they wouldn't be able to keep that up. We wanted to whittle it away as much as we could at the end of the third quarter.
The Cougars did whittle. In fact, they made a lifeboat. This play epitomized their effort. Michael Casadas knocked the ball loose, and Chris Panzarella picked it up. On the other end, Joe Collado wrapped up the play. Later, Panzarella knocked down this three-pointer, and not too long after this play, Zach Zukoski nailed a triple, and all of a sudden, Hazelton area was only down by 4.
Told them at halftime, fortunately for us, the game's not 16 minutes long. that we needed to have a better attitude, we needed to have more fire, more spirit. And I said, you know, I thought some guys were more worried about themselves in the first half. I said, you got to worry about our team. You got to worry about what you can do for our team, whatever 5 guys we had out on the floor. And then we cleared some things up on who we were going to have out there. We had to go smaller because if you're down 16 points, there's got to be some pressure involved. And we went much smaller throughout the whole second half. And then when Dotzel fouled out, it was perfect matchups for us.
The Comets' 6'4" senior forward Jason Dotzel had 10 points through the third quarter, but didn't score again, and his absence helped out the Cougars' smaller lineup. In the fourth quarter, the Cougars finished whittling, and their lifeboat turned into a cruise line with a water slide and all that jazz as Dante Biazzi hit this long three to give the Big HA the lead. Crestwood hit some big shots to retake the lead in the fourth quarter. And then down by 2 with under a minute to play, it was Biazzi again who made another big play to tie things up and send the game to overtime. Last week, the Cougars won 2 overtime games to win their holiday tournament.
After the buzzer, we knew we'd been here before and we knew we could do it again. It was just tougher this time. I mean, there were so many people here, it was so loud, and we just had to stay together.
In overtime, after Biazzi fouled out, Nick Seach replaced him, and with under 30 seconds to go with the Cougars down by 1, he took this pass from Bobby Planutis and earned our play of the game. From there, Zukowski made a free throw, and then it was up to the Cougars D to hold on.
We did some zone pressure, we did some man-to-man pressure, but to be quite honest, the last 3 minutes was gutting it out in half-court man-to-man. Michael Casadas, Garden Wasco, flying to the boards, 5 guys. Zach Zukowski went up big to get that rebound, and then he made the foul shot to give us the lead. You know, they have no timeouts. You're up 2. Do you want to give them a chance to set something up? We felt, the coaching staff, Coach Casadas and DeValco and I felt that we needed to be set defensively for that last possession, and that's why we called the timeout, and it worked out fine.
Maybe it wasn't a cruise line that the Cougars whittled. Maybe it was an arc, and they survived, winning 68-66.
It's going to help us a lot because I think playing here, there's nothing like playing here. So if we get down, we know we can do this anyway. Thank God we got this place out of the way.
From Zombie Cougars to Golden Bears, here's the FYI Standard Speakers scoreboard. Monoy area is now 4-0 in Division III of the Schuylkill League. They get a big boys basketball win at home over Nativity. Also in the Schuylkill League, Tamaqua beat Pine Grove, and Shenandoah Valley played some bonus basketball. They went to overtime to get the victory over Weatherly. In girls basketball, Hanover area, they beat MMI Prep. And Marco Polo, here's some swimming scores. The Lady Cougars beat Tunkhannock. The boys, they took a loss. Lady Cougars, Caitlin Plebin and Morgan O'Hara both hit 1,000 career points this week in the pool. And now, here's Ronnie.
We start tonight's show with breaking news, especially for anyone heading in that direction. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Short Shots on this cold Friday, January 9th. Please beware. For the first time since it opened in 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge is closed this weekend from 6 a.m. this morning to 6 a.m. Monday morning, Pacific Coast time, of course, for repairs to the mediums. So now, to get across the bay takes close to a 3-hour trip for the next 3 days, and this poor soul here doesn't know another way besides the bridge, so he's planning on hanging out until Monday morning. This photo was texted to us this morning, but what caught my eye, look at that newspaper. It's the Standard Speaker. Mother of God. Let's review the week. The Hazelton area boys double up Valley West 87-43 at home on Tuesday. 14 players saw action and 10 scored. Then last night at Crestwood, round 1, trailing by 18 points and then by 16 and a half, the Cougars came all the way back, caught up, passed, and won in OT by 2, 68-66. Last night was a true team victory. Everyone that played contributed, and Dante the Destroyer was devastating to Crestwood in the fourth. Kudos to a very exciting team. The Cougars are 7-2 and are about to continue a very good run. They will entertain the Tunktackers at home tomorrow night. Be there. Also on Friday, the Hazelton area Lady Cougars won a pair of tilts this week by a total of 59 points, violating Valley West and crushing Crestwood. Both games, no contest. Gavial Gals are 8-1. The Marion Phillies, who spanked Nativity by 19, are 8-2. The Marion Colts, who split a pair this week, are 4-6. What else? Last Saturday in the NFL playoffs, Carolina beat Carolina and Baltimore eliminated Arizona and Pittsburgh. Then on Sunday, Dallas got by Detroit and Indianapolis breezed past Cincinnati. The Cowboys will now make their first postseason trip to Green Bay since the 1967 Ice Bowl 48 years ago. Tomorrow might be Ice Bowl 2. In baseball news, pitchers Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, and John Smoltz, along with second baseman Craig Biggio, were elected into the Hall of Fame. They will be inducted on July 26th in Cooperstown. Jameis Winston, quarterback at Florida State, is passing up his last 2 years of eligibility to enter the NFL draft. Former lineman Jethro Pugh of the Dallas Doomsday Defense died this week at age 70. Finally, two Lady Cougar swimmers have reached the 1,000-point plateau this week. They are senior Caitlin Plebin and junior Morgan O'Hara. Congrats to them. And both Hazelton area b-ball clubs, both are off and destined for very successful campaigns. Still Monday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. Happy sweet 16th birthday to Destiny Vasquez. Love from your parents. Happy birthday, Stephen Bodner. He celebrates on Saturday. Love from your family and friends. Happy birthday, Teresa Fay. Love from your family. And one more quick announcement. The second annual Miss Greater Hazelton Scholarship Program, the official preliminary to the Miss America pageant, will be held Saturday, March 7th at the Hazelton Area High School. In addition to Miss Greater Hazelton, a Miss Greater Hazelton Outstanding Team pageant will be held, as well as Princess Camp for girls ages 5 through 12. For info, check out missgreaterhazelton.weebly.com. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Peter Paul Rusanowski Jr. of Bollesburg. Memorial is Saturday at 11:30 a.m. at the Fairbrook United Methodist Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Cuck Funeral Home. Phyllis A. Scalise of Hazelton. Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. at the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Stephen M. Adamo Yorka Sr. of Hazelton. Arrangements will be announced by the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Mary Zalesnock of Milnesville. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonnet Funeral Home. And Irene M. Yanochko of Freeland. Mass is Monday at 10 a.m. in the St. Michael's Russian Orthodox Greek Catholic Church. Friends may call Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. The McNulty Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Robert Ballantyne of Drums. Robert, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
I don't know how it would go over, but the standard speaker may want to consider Ron Marchetti's motto. It's the standard speaker, mother of God, another classic from Ronnie. Stick around. He'll be back on Monday. So will the rest of the FY team. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.